This video and every other video I make is brought to you by Patreon. I couldn't do this without your support. Check out what kind of incentives you can get down below.
Hello, LS11 Universe, it's Xander, and welcome back to WWE 2K25 Universe Mode. Welcome to the first Raw of 2K25, and we are kicking things off with a contract signing, because if you're tuning in, if you're one of the hundreds of new people that are joining us this weekend, first of all, thank you so much. A humbling amount of new fans finding us on SmackDown. I promise you, we are going to try to have some kind of recap of the last 5.5 years of content coming out in the near future for you. But we are kicking things off with a contract signing. Let me catch you all up. This is the Tribal Chief, the OTC, the original Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns, his wise man Paul Heyman by his side, the only man left acknowledging him as he signs this contract. We are 6 days away from December to Dismember, our upcoming Raw Premium Live event. We do have brand split PLEs here in the LS11 universe, and on this upcoming weekend's event, Roman Reigns will take on the man, his little cousin, who tried to take the Ulafala, has his own Ulafala, in fact, has named himself the Tribal Chief, and the entire family has not been acknowledging Roman and rather have been acknowledging him. We will get to that in a moment because it might just surprise you who it is. It's not who you think it is if you're new here. Roman Reigns in the LS11 universe is a 4-time WWE Champion. He has done it all. He is a first ballot Hall of Famer when that day eventually comes. Roman Reigns making his way down to the ring. We are kicking off with a contract signing. Not going to be using the Universe Mode promo feature for this one. That way there can be a contract table between the two of them. But Roman Reigns demanding the acknowledgement of the people tonight. The LS11 Universe throw their ones up in the crowd for Roman Reigns. Many acknowledge Roman as the original Tribal Chief, as the one true chief. Roman went away after WrestleMania last season. He beat Karrion Kross in a no-holds-barred match. But he went away for about 6 months, returned, won the WWE title, but then the man who has tried to take the mantle of Tribal Chief ended up making it one of the shortest WWE title reigns in LS11 history. So Roman Reigns has made his way down to the ring. The time for talk is almost over. Tribal combat, bloodline rules in just 6 days at December to Dismember, as the Chief without a tribe, as he has been coined by many, has made his way to the ring. And now, the man who has tried to take that mantle from him. You might see this if you're new and think, what in the world is happening? Let me give you a little history lesson as best as I can here. Jimmy Uso, Jim Uso, Big Jim, the Tribal Chief, as he calls himself. He showed up in NXT about 1.5 years ago now when NXT relaunched. He made his way to NXT and he stormed his way to becoming NXT champion before he brought in the Samoan werewolf Jacob Fatu, a member of the NOI bloodline, the family tree that Roman Reigns had banished from WWE, had pulled the strings to keep out because he considered him too dangerous. He won the NXT title, did Jimmy, with the help of his twin brother Jay, who's over on the SmackDown roster. And then Jimmy brought in 2 more members of the family that Roman had kept out of the company in Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa. And these 4 men have called themselves the Forsaken. But now, this Sunday, they look to earn the right to call themselves the Bloodline, and for Jimmy to call himself the Tribal Chief. Both men who call themselves head of the table have taken spots at either head of the table. So now, let's hear what they've got to say. Jim, I ain't got much to say to you. So go ahead. Throw another one of your tantrums. Let it all out. Let all the people here, let the hundreds of new people here who have never seen you before, never seen you wearing your Amazon Ulafala, your Wish.com Tribal Chief, let them all hear you throw another one of your tantrums. Let them hear you talk. Tantrums. Oos, you're calling it tantrums. You're calling me defending this family tantrums. That is everything that's wrong with you, Roman. You expected us to fall in line years ago. You were WWE champ, big dog. Me and Jay, me and Solo, we all three fell in line. The wise man, he stuck by your side. Every family gathering, every meal, we were there. You sat at the head of the table and everyone praised you. Your father, my brothers, my sisters, my cousins, your nieces and nephews, your kids, my kids, everyone in the family acknowledged you. And what did you do, Roman? What did you do? 3 weeks before Survivor Series Season 3, before you got Gunther whooping your ass. 3 weeks before all of that, you kicked Solo to the curb like he wasn't his little cousin you grew up helping raise, helping take care of, helping put food on the table for. You kicked him to the curb and kicked him out of the family, and no one saw him for months. He ran off and he became Cody Rhodes' bitch because he was desperate for a family, and you wouldn't let him come near any of us. And then what? Then you ran off Jay. You lost to AJ Styles and you ran off Jay. You lost to AJ Styles and we never saw you again. I tried to rally. I tried to get Jacob in, to get Solo in. We made the Forsaken nearly 3 years ago now. And when you came back, what was the first thing you did? You took it out on Jay. Jay, who had nothing to do with you. You cost Jay his shot at Money in the Bank. He had that damn briefcase won, and you pushed him off the ladder because you couldn't stand the idea of anyone that's part of this family but you being a world champion. Because you couldn't stand maybe being second best to anyone. And then what you do, you turned your attention to us. And you beat Jacob out of a job. The man has 9 kids, Roman, and you beat him out of a job. Why? Because you know when the bell rings, he can whoop that ass? I had to fall back in line. I had to go save Jay. We had to get out of here. We had to go to SmackDown to get away from you. And then we found ourselves here again. We found ourselves here again. I got injured. I got hurt. Jay proved what he was made of. And in that time, what did you do? Did you congratulate any of us on what we did? No. You started a dick swinging contest with Dwayne at WrestleMania 39. Because he dared to step up to you. He dared to bring any kind of threat to who really had the power in this family. And now look at it. The final boss. And what are you? The guy that has the shortest WWE title reign in the history of this series. I've said it all before, Roman, but I'll say it again because we got new people here who have never heard about it. When Trin, Naomi, my wife, came back to WWE after 2 years away, after standing up for herself, after leaving for what she thought was right because she was tired of being disrespected, she came back and she won the NXT Women's title on her first night. And did you call to congratulate her? No. Did you even come by the table? Thanksgiving? Say, hey, Trin, congrats on being NXT Women's Champ. No, you didn't. You didn't even look at her. Then, when I beat Andrade's ass and won the NXT title at Deadline a couple years ago, what did you do? Where were you? Go on. What were you doing? Right. You were playing Shield Reunion Tour with Seth and Mox. Not a phone call. When Jay won the US title at WrestleMania, where were you? I was backstage. I gave him the biggest hug I've ever given my brother in my life. Where were you? You call yourself head of the table. And I know people are going to say they heard me say all of this a couple weeks ago. There's a lot more people listening, Oos. So let me say something new to them. You call yourself head of the table, Roman. You'll get to call yourself head of the table when you don't even show up for the fucking meal. You can try and gaslight me. You can try and gaslight all these people into thinking you're the victim. You call yourself the head of the bloodline doesn't want you. And you're going to find that out the hard way in tribal combat. In bloodline rules, you're going to find out the hard way why we cast you and the old wise man out. Why this man, Mr. Regal, the new wise man, is part of the family. He was there. He brought us in. He scouted me and Jay. He brought us in 2010. He saw the potential when no one else did. All the while, what were you doing? You were failing to play football. And what you do? You came running to us. And you asked, "Hey, Oos, think you can put in a good word for me in FCW?" And yeah, you overpassed me for a while, but now, Roman, it's time for you to go back into the shadows, Oos. I feel like I should start charging you for the therapy you're having to do through me. I ain't a licensed therapist, Jim. But what I am licensed to do is whoop your ass and beat you back into line in tribal combat this weekend. You're saying the family hates me? I don't think so. I think the family envies me. I think the family knows good and well who to fall in line to on Sunday. Tribal combat, I'm giving you one last chance. You're gonna acknowledge me. You're gonna bend the knee. And if you don't, you can keep calling yourself Forsaken, Jim. Because for all this, for this little phase you're going through, I'm gonna beat your ass so bad they don't recognize you anymore after December to Dismember. You got your damn contract. You got your damn match. I'll see you on Sunday, Jim. Then, forget about the head of the table. You ain't even got a seat at the kids' table. Alright, well, we are moving into our first bit of action here on Raw tonight. It is tag team action set for one fall, and this tag match is for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. As here come the Wyatt Six, or two members of them at least, down to the ring, Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. We haven't seen nor heard from Uncle Howdy, Eric Rowan, Dexter Loomis, or Joe Gacy since that 6-on-6 street fight a few weeks ago back in 2K24, where the major players and Alex Hammerstone, when Matt Cardona, Chelsea Green, Steph DeLander, Brian Myers, and the no longer with us Mr. Robert Stone, along with the hired gun of Hammerstone, took down the Wyatt Six that night, alongside the replacement to Robert Stone and the major players, Stevie Turner. But Bliss and Cross tonight looking to pick up gold for the Wyatt Six. As out first, here comes the first half of the Women's Tag Team Champions to the ring. Cora Jade making her way down to the ring. It's the Generation of Jade, as she calls it. Women's tag title around her waist. She's been champion alongside her tag partner and other member of the Judgment Day, Rhea Ripley, for a few months now since SummerSlam. If you ever get confused, a little bit of a fact for those that are new here. If you ever get confused about who's in what factions, who are the champions, ls11universe.com. That's right, we have a website that we run for this stuff. So, Cora Jade has made her way down to the ring. Cora is here, and her tag team partner will be coming out next. As I said, she and her tag partner, they won these titles at SummerSlam from Team Kick. But now, here comes Mommy. A double champ in her own right. Rhea Bloody Ripley. The WWE Women's World Champion and one half of the Women's Tag Team Champions. 1/4 of the Judgment Day alongside Damian Priest and her dearly beloved Buddy Murphy. Murphy still recovering from the injuries he suffered back at NXT Deadline a few weeks ago in his matchup with NXT champion, new NXT champion Joe Hendry for the NXT Championship. NXT probably going to be on 2K24 for another week or two, I would imagine. Just because the community creations, especially with it being limited now, not going to fill up enough for NXT immediately. So stay tuned to that if you're new here. AEW and NXT will be continuing on 2K24 until we have the characters we need. Probably for, upwards of maybe a month or so. But women's tag team titles are up for grabs either way. So, let's do this. The challengers representing the Wyatt Six are the duo of Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. And their opponents, representing the Judgment Day, they are the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions Cora Jade and the Women's World Champion Rhea Ripley. Starting off Raw strong, we had that contract signing. They got a little too real, a little too fast. But now Nikki Cross and Cora Jade starting this one out. Let's do this. Big shot there from Cross, countered by Cora. Jade knocking her back, coming off the ropes down. Cora Jade gets caught here. Nikki Cross throws her into the corner of the Wyatts. Tag made to former champion Alexa Bliss. All four women, former singles champions in their own right. Nikki Cross, former two-time SmackDown Women's Champion. Alexa Bliss, former SmackDown Women's Champion, former TNA Knockouts Champion. Cora Jade, former WWE Women's World Champion. Rhea Ripley, a three-time Women's World Champion. And Bliss is also former tag team champion in her own right herself. And Liv Morgan were the Women's Tag Team Champions heading into Season 5 last year. We're in Season 6 now. Coming up on our 6th WrestleMania. After December Dismember, we'll have Starrcade and then the Royal Rumble only a few short weeks later. As Bliss cover on Cora Jade. He grabs the bottom rope. Referee sees it. Great call there. Bliss now with a kick, taking her down. Grabs onto Cora. Getting her back up to her feet now. And Alexa Bliss kicking the ribs. Pulls Cora Jade in. Lifts her up. Cora Jade countering with punches to the head now. Knocks back Bliss. And Cora Jade, Hurricane Rana to Alexa Bliss, knocking her off her feet. Standing senton, knocks her down, grabs a hold of her now. Cora Jade getting her back up here, kicking the ribs into a chop. Bliss knocking her back though. Big slap there from Alexa Bliss. And now Bliss snatches her down. And Bliss stands on the hair, pulling back on the head of Cora Jade. She's got the referee's discretion on that one. Into another cover now from Bliss. Oh, wait a minute, Bliss. Feet up on the ropes. One. No. Cora Jade kicks out. Bliss went for a massive chop. Cora Jade, shades of AJ Lee. Shiranui takes her down into the cover now, but Nikki Cross for the 1, 2. Bliss kicks out. Cross deciding not to use her 1. Of course, you get 1 breakup per tag partner per match. And the ribs now. Bliss takes her down now. Bliss into another jackknife cover now. Bliss cover 1. Kick out again from Cora. Cora Jade needs to make that tag to Rhea Ripley. She got a big shot in on Bliss. And now Cora Jade, hang on. Future shock. Into the cover. For the 1, 2. Bliss still in it. Cora Jade now getting Bliss back up to her feet. Fires away. No, Bliss countering. Alexa Bliss pulls her in here, and Bliss sends her off the ropes. Big pounce taking her down. Out of the ring now goes Cora Jade. Tag made. Nikki Cross is in. And the Twisted Sister of the Wyatt Six now is in. The Witch of the Wyatts. Cora Jade now knocks Bliss into the ring. Nikki Cross taking a cheap shot on Rhea Ripley. Oh, and Cora Jade kicking Bliss in the head. Talking about cheap shots there. Nikki Cross now with Cora by the back of the head. Cora answering back, though. Cora Jade knocks her back here. Cora Jade. Hurricane Rana takes her down. Cora Jade. Jumping senton there. Knocks her down. Cora. Going up to the top rope here. Cora Jade. Flying body splash onto Nikki Cross. Taking her down. Cora getting her back up to her feet now. And Cora Jade pulls her in. Throws her across the ring. Into the corner. Tag made. In comes Rhea. Punch to the midsection now. Knocking her back here. Rhea's got a hold of her. And Rhea Ripley pops her up. Slams her down. Back up to her feet now. Rhea Ripley. Roundhouse kick to Nikki Cross. The Women's World Champion is in. And she is like a house of fire. Clothesline there from Rhea. Bliss gets knocked back. Knocking her back with a knee strike though. Alexa Bliss and Rhea Ripley, a little bit of history there. They've had a few matches in the past. One distinct match I think of is Evolution, the all-women's premium live event, last season, right after SummerSlam, where Rhea Ripley defended the WWE United States Championship against Alexa Bliss. I'm not saying the Women's United States Championship. I am talking the regular United States Championship. Let me give you a rundown of Rhea Ripley's trophy case if you're new here. Former NXT Women's Champion, 3-time Women's World Champion, 2-time Raw Women's Champion, then once after it was rebranded, 1-time Women's Tag Team Champion, and former Men's United States Champion before the Women's Midcard titles came into play. She defeated a man once known as Jinder Mahal to win that U.S. title. It's a very long story that I don't have time for right now. As Nikki Cross now knocks back Rhea Ripley. Rhea throws her off the ropes now. Nikki Cross ducks through, swings through into neckbreaker on Rhea, taking her down. She gets Rhea back up to her feet now, kicks her in the ribs, pulls her in. Big clothesline there, taking her down. Nikki goes into the corner now. Tag made, Alexa Bliss in. Now Bliss getting back to her feet. Alexa Bliss, she's got that history over the U.S. title, and then she was actually the woman Rhea Ripley beat in order to become the first woman in LS11 Universe to have 100 career victories. Rhea Ripley, the second most winning person in the entire LS11 Universe. The most winning man you'll actually be seeing here in just a little bit tonight, that being Seth freaking Rollins. Side Russian leg sweep from Bliss, taking down Rhea. Getting her back up to her feet now, Alexa Bliss with Rhea Ripley, punches her, chopping her into, whoa, tilt-a-whirl, small package, thought she was going to go for the covers, chose not to. Rhea goes out of the ring, Bliss coming out after her though, outside the ring now. Alexa Bliss takes down Rhea by the arm, and double knees into the arm of Rhea, knocks her down. Goes for insult to injury, Rhea got out of the way. Rhea Ripley now grabs Bliss, Bliss countering. Alexa Bliss sends her into the announce table, and slams her head first off of it. Bliss now with Rhea up on her shoulders. Rhea back now towards the ring. Runs towards the ring. Thrown back in now by Bliss. Alexa Bliss follows her back into the ring now. Picks Rhea back up to her feet. And Alexa Bliss goes for the kick. Rhea swings her around now. And Rhea Ripley turns her around with a big right hook into electric chair. Drives her into the mat. Into the cover now. For the 1, no! Nikki Cross makes the save, hits the official while she's at it. Rhea Ripley hits that massive headbutt there on Bliss. Rhea Ripley, massive Northern Lights now, takes down Bliss, cover. For the 1, for the, no! The referee counting a little slow after getting knocked down there. He was a little bit dazed, that bought Bliss some time to kick out. Rhea now sending her off the ropes here. Rhea Ripley. Tilt-a-whirl slam to Alexa Bliss now, getting her back up to her feet. Rhea with a right hook now, connects to Bliss. Rhea Ripley. Whoa, Bliss caught her into arm drag, knocking her down. Now Alexa Bliss with a slap to the face. Kicking the ribs. Bliss Twisted DDT to the Women's World Champion. Bliss to capture the tag titles. Saved by Cora Jade. Nikki Cross tagged back in now. Nikki Cross entering the mix here. Nikki grabs onto Rhea, getting her back up to her feet here. Nikki Cross with Rhea Ripley. Has her up on her shoulders. Rhea countering though. Rhea Ripley counters it. Kicking the ribs. Has Nikki for Riptide. Stacks her up. Bliss with the save. Oh, Bliss is going for the ride though. Down she goes. And Rhea now. Kick to the ribs of Nikki again. Another Riptide for good measure. Hooks the legs. 1, 2. Judgment Day retain. Just like that, Judgment Day retain, which means Rhea Ripley walks into December to Dismember on Sunday as a double champion still when she defends that women's world title against Thea Hale. A massive win now for Rhea and Cora, keeping those women's tag titles yet again tonight. Once Rhea came in, it was game, set, match. Also wonderful to see that they have a better Riptide animation, and of course, still ended up, the match ends with the old one that is a little more underwhelming of an animation. Looks a little less brutal. But Rhea Ripley and Cora Jade retaining those women's tag titles. Not to bury the lead there by any means. A big win for these two women tonight. You know, somewhere in the back, Buddy Murphy and Damian Priest are watching on with pride on that one. As Rhea Ripley in those closing moments leveled everybody. Your winners, and still the women's tag team champions, the Judgment Day. Oh, hang on a minute. Well, here she is, the woman that's going to be challenging Rhea.
You know, Rhea, everyone is counting me out. Everyone is saying that you're looking past me. Well, last week's attack showed me that you're not. Last week's attack showed me that you know that I can defy the odds and that I can and will take that women's world title next weekend at December the Dismember.
Nah, mate. Last week's attack was just letting you know I'm gonna run bloody through you at December the Dismember. And I am looking past you.
And Rhea just once again dismissing Thea Hale as nothing. A nothing challenger. Got more coming up on Raw. Up next. Parties! We know y'all ain't here right now. Couldn't bother to show up to work on the first big night, the big premiere of Monday Night Raw. Here on 2K25. Couldn't bother to show up and face off with your challengers, the Street Profits, for next week at December to Dismember. Well, that's fine. Because me and Doc, we're former tag team champions. And it has been a long, long time coming for the two of us. The two of us have been grinding for years now to get back where we were on top of the mountain 3 years ago as tag team champions. And we are done waiting. We are done waiting for our shot. We have waited for too damn long. We have waited for permission to be champions for so long, and we are done waiting for permission. We will see you at December to Dismember, and well, you can call us Legend Killers. You can say we're the tag team Randy Ortons, because we are going to kill the legends that are the Hardys, and we are going to take the World Tag Team titles, because the Street Profits are up, and we want the smoke. Alright, well folks, up next we've got an open challenge for the WWE Speed Championship. That's right, we have the Speed titles in the Universe, and they're not exclusive to a platform run by a sociopath. As the Speed title up for grabs, the Speed champion Axiom making an open challenge. And oh joy, it seems that The Miz is here to accept. Speed title is on the line, a 5-minute time limit. That is how it works here in the LS11 universe. Well, maybe it's not Miz. Maybe actually it's Miz's bodyguard, Omos. Miz wearing that protective face mask. For those who don't know what happened a couple of months ago on an episode of Main Event, which is an exclusive series to our members and Patreon backers, Miz had his nose broken by Tommaso Ciampa off of a vicious knee strike to the head. And now Miz has been wearing that mask for a few months. He was supposed to be getting it off finally a few weeks ago, last week on Main Event. He was supposed to finally be able to take that mask off. But then instead, David Arquette hopped the barricade on Main Event, hit Miz with a diamond cutter and then a microphone off the jaw, further damaging Miz's nose. So Miz still having to wear that protective face mask, even in matches. Next week on WWE Main Event, for members and Patreons, David Arquette and Braun Strowman are going to team up against The Miz and Omos. So, nonetheless, Miz and Omos, the duo known as O-Miz, have made their way to the ring. And now, I may end up sounding a little weird, a little more voice deepened, if his theme song gets the same copyright claims it always gets. He is the WWE Speed Champion. He's been champion since he captured the gold off of Frankie Kazarian a few months ago. Axiom making his way to the ring. I believe he won this championship from Frankie Kazarian on the kickoff show to Super Show Down Under in Australia. So, Axiom making his way down to the ring tonight. Ready for action. Monday Night Raw's resident superhero, your friendly neighborhood Axiom, making his way down to the ring. Axiom and Omos. I don't believe we've ever seen these two face off before, as Omos was the first ever Speed champion in the LS11 universe, and he looks to reclaim that championship here tonight. 5 minutes are on the clock. There it is, the Speed title up for grabs. The challenger from Lagos, Nigeria, standing 7'4", weighing over 400 pounds. Omos. And his opponent from Madrid, Spain, weighing in at 179 pounds. He is the WWE Speed Champion, Axiom. So the official, she holds the championship high, the Speed title up for grabs. Axiom and Omos kicking us off here. 5 minutes on the clock. If that timer expires, it ends in a draw. Here we go, Axiom. Golden ratio! And Axiom, hang on. Hits him with a second. Omos is down, Axiom. Here we go, one more time. Axiom. Miz is getting worried. A third. Golden ratio to Omos. 1, 2. What? Axiom with a trifecta of his best shot, and Omos is still in it. Axiom kicking away at him, coming off the ropes. Omos collides with him. Axiom running in. Oh no, he's caught. He's up. Tree slam. Omos into the cover. 1, 2. Axiom still in it. Omos went for him a second time, tried to go for another tree slam. Super kick from Axiom grounds him. Standing shooting star. Axiom now up to the top rope. Axiom Here we go, off the top. Frog splash to Omos. Axiom turning him over now, and Axiom rolls through into Rings of Saturn on the big man. Trying to wear him down. If he can't pick him up, he can tap him out. Omos rolls through, hitting him in the head though. Omos knocking him back. Omos now pulls Axiom in, sends him off the ropes. Omos going for the choke slam. Axiom counters. Axiom, one more golden ratio. 1, 2, 3. Axiom with the win. A massive, massive victory there for Axiom tonight. Takes down his biggest challenger, quite literally, for that Speed Championship yet. Axiom with the win. Axiom is your winner, and Axiom is still your WWE Speed Champion. Hell of a victory for him. Folks, before we move into our next matchup of the night, we have got a special message from our Raw General Manager. Folks, I want to greatly thank you for being here tonight for the first episode of Raw of 2K25. It's been a long time coming getting here, and I am proud that we've made it this far. Of course, we are coming up on our first premium live event of 2K25 just this Sunday, March 16th, with December Dismember. And I just wanted to say that December to Dismember in just a few days' time. What do you want to say is going to happen in a few days' time, huh? You want to talk about a lot of things, I'm sure. But I want to talk about how you've stacked the odds against the Final Testament yet again. I know you had something to do with my brothers, with Axiom and Razar, being let go. I know you had something to do with all of this mess. And I know you're the reason Bronson Reed gets a shot at Nathan's Intercontinental title. And I know you're the reason I have to deal with the biggest walking clown on this roster. And I know you keep doing it because you know that the minute you are cleared, Big E, I am going to be coming for you. The minute you can step back in this ring, I am going to be coming for you. So, is there a problem here? This guy bothering you, boss? Speak of the clown and he appears. Hey, saying a name and someone appear in someone else's gimmick, kid. Don't accuse me of gimmick infringement. Ah, yes. The ill-fated believer of NXT. How could I forget? Seth! On to business now. You have no reason to be interjecting yourself into my business with the general manager. Well, seeing as I'm your opponent on Sunday, I think I do. Your business should not be with me. You turned the closest thing to a son I had against me. I've been waiting to stomp your head into the mat for months. In fact, almost a year, I've been waiting to stomp your head in. You're lucky I don't do it right now. Afraid you'd break a nail? No. Because I made a deal with a friend. That friend being our general manager, Big E. That I would wait until the bell rang on Sunday to rip you to shreds. But I have an idea. I have a great idea, Carrion. You have all these amazing ideas that you like to tell people, so I've got one for you. Your little Final Testament, it's you, it's Nate, it's Scarlett, it's Liv, it's Raquel. I heard the woman that got traded to Raw is going to be here tonight. The one that was traded in exchange for Charlotte to SmackDown last week. You know, the same way I was traded for AJ Styles. So I was thinking, why don't you send one of your girls out to the ring later, and I will be able to personally enjoy seeing whoever you choose get absolutely wrecked by Raw's newest signing. Huh. I don't listen to you. Well, Big E did already book the match. So, it's just up to you which you girls it's gonna be. Big E, you son of a bitch. It's not over between us, Rollins. You're right. It ain't over until I've left you in the same puddle of your own blood that you left me in a year ago. Well, a huge match made there. We've got a new star on the way to Monday Night Raw. But up first, before we get there, we have got some singles action coming up, as here comes the WWE United States Women's Champion to the ring. The Scottish Viper, Piper Niven, making her way down to the ring. She was the inaugural Women's United States Champion, and she has held that gold strong since she won it in her home country of Scotland at Clash at the Castle in that 5-way showdown. So tonight, just days before she defends that title against the Queen of Spades, Shayna Baszler, at December Dismember, she has another matchup coming up, does Piper. So Piper Niven has made her way down to the ring, and tonight she's going to be taking on a much smaller competitor, but a very beloved competitor here in the Raw Women's division. As she's going to be taking on the LWO's Zelina Vega. Zelina Vega making her way down to the ring. Vega is beloved by the Alex Sullivan universe. A fan favorite. I've been a huge fan of her for a while as well. I see big things for her. I think when she finally gets that big breakout win, it's going to be a huge night for her and for her fans. As Zelina makes her way down to the ring. So, Zelina Vega making her way to the ring. Zelina and the U.S. Women's Champion Piper Niven one-on-one. Without any further ado, here we go. They walk up. Zelina Vega going for a neck breaker. Piper Niven shoves her back now. Piper Niven. Oh, code breaker from Zelina. Kicks her down now. Does Zelina Vega. Now Vega. Bending back the leg of Piper Niven here. Piper goes down now, and Zelina goes for her. Piper Niven pushing her back, though, with a kick. Now Piper Niven, powerhouse in her own right, scoops her up, has her, and massive world's strongest slam to Zelina. Piper Niven grabs her now, slamming her down by the back of the head repeatedly. Vega goes down now, Zelina Vega. Piper Niven's got a hold of her now, and Piper Niven lifts her up and drops her down. Down goes Vega again. Niven now picking her back up to her feet here. Piper Niven. Big chop to Zelina Vega now, and Vega kicking the ribs. Piper Niven answers back with a punch. And Zelina, I don't know if trying to outpower Piper is a good idea, I'm going to be honest. But Zelina Vega is trying. She is slugging back and forth with her here. As Piper Niven knocks her back here, Zelina Vega. There's a strike. Piper Niven countering. Piper Niven with a massive clothesline, taking her down. And now Piper slamming down Zelina by the back of the head repeatedly. Picking her back up to her feet now. Piper Niven pulls her in. Lifts her up and slams her down again. Vega down now, and Niven picking her back up again here. Piper getting Zelina back up to her feet. Goes for her. Countered by Vega. Zelina Vega now. Whoa, hang on a minute. Rolls her through a bit of rope break. Great call there, Charles. Zelina Vega now, Hurricane Rana knocking down Niven. Piper goes down now. Zelina Vega went for, oh, big knees into the back there from the United States Champion. Piper Niven with a kick into the head. Getting Zelina Vega back up to her feet now, and Piper Niven shoves her down. Zelina Vega staggering to get back to her feet now. Piper Niven running in, and no! Jawbreaker there from Zelina. Into a clothesline. Follows up with another one. Zelina Vega now grabs the leg, kicks out the leg of Piper Niven, taking her down. And Zelina now shoved back by Piper. Piper Niven taking her down here. Niven getting Vega back up to her feet here, and Zelina Vega. She's up. She's down. Center of the ring from Piper. Piper Niven now gets her back up to her feet again. Turns her around with a right hook. Lifts her up into an electric chair. And drives her face first into the center of the ring. Now Piper coming off the ropes. Senton to Zelina. Into the cover now. Piper Niven for the 1, 2. Zelina Vega getting the shoulders up. There's now Piper Niven circling her here. Right hook into the back, knocks her back here. And again. Now Piper. No, Zelina. DDT in the center of the ring, knocking her down. Zelina Vega's got her down now, and Zelina into, reverse Dragon Sleeper on the Women's United States Champion. Zelina Vega, if she can't outpower Piper, she could put her to sleep here. This could be a very effective maneuver from Vega. Piper Niven kicking her in the head, though. As Piper Niven's got her. Up and down with a powerbomb. Leveled her with that powerbomb now, and Piper Niven pulls her back in. Overhead Northern Lights suplex takes her down. Piper Niven now just outpowering Zelina again. Zelina Vega goes down now. Zelina getting picked back up here by Piper Niven, who chops her. Piper Niven gets caught, kicking the ribs. Zelina Vega. Code Red! Shout out to her cousin, Amazing Red. Cover with a 1, 2. Kick out from Piper Niven. Going to the top rope now. Zelina going to look to fly. Zelina Vega into... Went for the moonsault. Piper Niven out of the way. And now Piper swings her around. Piper Niven with the Michinoku Driver. Into the cover now. Taking her down for the 1, 2. Piper Niven with the win. Massive win there for Piper Niven over Zelina Vega tonight. Oh no! Look at this! Shayna Baszler with a kendo stick. Leveling Piper Niven. Shayna Baszler sending a clear message before December to Dismember.
Ladies and gentlemen, I demand your gratitude because your NWA World Champion Ring General Gunther has sent his most loyal soldier from Friday nights to Monday to take care of the street trash that is Austin Theory tonight. Tonight, Ludwig Kaiser competes on Monday Night Raw for the first time in nearly a full year. When I humble and defeat Austin Theory on behalf of Imperium, for the matter is Heimlich.
All right, folks, coming up next, we've seen Ludwig Kaiser is in the house, but coming up next, we have got a singles matchup. As it seems, Karrion Kross has picked which member of Final Testament is going to be in action tonight, as there she is, Raquel Rodriguez, making her way to the ring. The Intercontinental Champ, Nathan Frazier, to one side of her. Her best friend, Liv Morgan, on the other. as they make their way down to the ring do Liv, Raquel, and Nathan. Raquel is going to be the one in singles action tonight against whoever this new star on Raw's side of things is. I think a lot of people might have a pretty good idea of who it is, though. Of course, Nathan Frazier has his Intercontinental title match with Bronson Reed coming up this week on December to Dismember in just a few days' time. I'll run you through the whole card by the end of the night. So, Liv, Raquel, and Nathan making their way to the ring. Who has been traded to Raw? She's back! Finally! The man has come around! Back to Monday Night Raw after a couple years away over on SmackDown. Seth Rollins has brought the ultimate counter to Nathan's little girlfriend Liv. Becky Lynch is back in LS11 Universe, and she is back on Monday Night Raw. Becky Lynch storms down to the ring. Becky, her first match on Raw in several years. The last time we saw her, she was part of SmackDown. And with Seth Rollins by her side, the man is here. And she looks right out at Liv, right out at Nathan, right out at Raquel, and shakes her head. Becky Lynch is here at long last. I think many knew when Seth Rollins and one mystery woman were traded to Raw together that it was very likely that the man was back in town. But now we know, and here we go. Raquel starting out strong here, clothesline to Becky, taking her down. Goes for a kick, Becky Lynch ducks under her, German suplex, taking her down. Now Liv Morgan was trying to get involved here as Raquel has Becky Lynch looking for fallaway slam. Becky turns it into an EDT. Becky Lynch, 3-time women's champion in her own right, 2-time women's world champion, 1-time WWE women's champion. Hits the ropes again, and double leg drops there to Raquel. Becky Lynch now getting her back up to her feet here, and Becky, forearm strikes now, knocking her back here. Lynch now hits the ropes, and big flying forearm to Raquel. She grabs a hold of her now and kicking to the back of Big Mommy Cool. Getting her back up again now, Becky Lynch. Forearm strike to Raquel. Raquel Rodriguez pulls her in. Small package now on the man. Ruin her return here tonight, but no. Is now Becky pulling herself into the corner now. Raquel Rodriguez has got her and power bombs her. Taking her down, rolls back through. Rodriguez now rolls her over, grabs Becky Lynch again, and launching her by the leg across the ring. Raquel rolls Becky Lynch over, grabs onto her. Becky grabs her and sweeps the leg. Becky Lynch now chopping away at Raquel here, firing back. Raquel counters. Raquel Rodriguez again, small package again on Becky Lynch here. Kick out again from the man. Raquel now has a hold of her, kicks her in the back of the kicks her in the back, taking her back up to her feet now. Raquel pulls her in, lifts her up, and spirals her back down towards the mat, stacking her up into a cover for the 1, for the 2, kick out from Lynch. Raquel looking to finish the job now. Raquel Rodriguez looking for Tejana Bomb, countered by Becky. Becky Lynch, clothesline, knocking her off her feet. Drop kicks her in the back now. Raquel goes down. Becky elbow into the back, taking her down. Oh, and now Liv. Liv Morgan yelling at the man, yelling at Becky Lynch. Distracting her long enough for Raquel to grab her, and Raquel Rodriguez launches her off the ropes. Tilt-a-whirl sidewalk slam. Down goes Becky. Becky rolls back to her feet though, and Becky Lynch taking her down into disarm her. Disarm her is in from Becky. Trying to force the submission, but Raquel escaping and pushes her away. Raquel now, from Becky Lynch, grabs her now, and Raquel pushing her back now. Raquel Rodriguez kicks her in the ribs, pulls her in. Becky Lynch, she goes up again on the shoulders of Raquel, powerbomb position. Raquel Rodriguez now with Becky Lynch. Oh boy. Face first into the turnbuckle. And now Raquel coming in hot. Full head of steam with a boot to the face of Becky. Raquel picks her back up now, and Raquel pulls her in by the back of the head now, taking her towards the corner. Head first in the turnbuckle. Countered though. Becky Lynch counters, puts her back in the corner. Elbow strike from Becky. Off the ropes now, and Raquel drop kick from the man. Becky getting her back up to her feet now, and Becky Lynch with Raquel Rodriguez for a big clothesline. Getting her back up again now. Becky Lynch firing away at her again now. Becky. Forearm strike to Raquel. Raquel Rodriguez. Third time's the charm, they say. Small package in again. 1, 2. Kick out from Lynch. Turns over with a kick now, and now Becky getting back to her feet now. Elbow strike to Raquel. Uppercut, knocking her down. Becky Lynch now. Kicking the back of Raquel Rodriguez, getting her back up to her feet now. Lynch grabs her. Here we go. Lynch throws her across the ring into the corner. Becky Lynch. A massive chop, and face first off the turnbuckle goes Raquel. Becky Lynch picking her back up to her feet now, and Becky kicks her in the ribs. Raquel throws another punch, but the man answers back with a chop. Now Raquel and Becky going back and forth with chops. She's going to get the better of the other, though. Raquel says, "Hit me again, man." Oh, and Becky says, "Why not?" And just smacks her with that forearm. Becky Lynch into manhandle slam. Wait a minute. Oh, Nathan. Oh, Liv coming to the rescue of her man. I was going to say, Nathan, your mother's home, and she's furious with you. This is the first time Nathan had to possibly endure the wrath of Becky since what he did to Seth Rollins a year ago. And she is backing him down. And Raquel's capitalizing. Raquel! Slamming her down as Liv is being ejected from ringside. She stuck her nose in business one too many times. And Raquel Rodriguez going to the top rope. Diving elbow to Becky Lynch. And now Raquel with Becky up on the outside. Oh boy. Back first into the floor she goes. Becky now sent to the barricade by Raquel. Becky Lynch, is she about to get counted out? 9. And Becky breaks it out. Now Liv's come back to ringside too. The hell are you doing back out here? You got kicked out. Raquel dropping the elbow now on Becky. And Raquel Rodriguez. This could be it. Oh, went for Tahana Bomb. Becky Lynch into a second. Manhandle slam. 1, 2. Becky with the win. Becky Lynch with the win. Welcome back to Raw. Becky Lynch. Oh, and Nathan, I think, is he's seen Seth coming, and Nathan is backing away from him now. And Nathan Frazier, oh, he sees that his opponent for this weekend is here too. And so Nathan running into the ring. Bronson Reed says, "Go get him." And Seth Rollins dropping Nathan Frazier with a drop kick. Rollins has wanted his hands on this little punk for a year at this point. And Bronson Reed into the ring. Seth Rollins asks his darling to step aside. And Bronson Reed now has Nathan Frazier all but presenting him to Seth now. And Seth Rollins. Whoa! Nathan got out of the way and Seth just hit Bronson Reed in the face with a chair. Yeah, you little punk ass better run. Well, let me talk to you. I got a couple of old geezers coming at me left and right, cornering me backstage last week, talking about how they're these grizzled old vets, how they deserve everything they're gonna get, how they're gonna make an example out of me tonight. No! Randy Orton, I'm gonna go out there, I'm gonna rip the Viper's fangs out, I'm gonna take them, I'm gonna turn those son of bitches sideways. We all know what's gonna happen to you, Nick Aldis. You might as well stay in that little monkey suit of yours at ringside, never step in the ring again, because we're about to go out there. You're going to see what happens when Randy Orton messes with the mega star. You want to come out there and jump me? Well, you're going to find out what happens with everybody saying, L.A. Knight. Yeah. Now hit my damn music. Well, you heard the man. Here he is, the mega star, former WWE Champion, making his way down to the ring. Everybody in this arena loves him. They are going wild for him. Here he is. L.A. Knight, former WWE champ, in the house. This matchup came about due to a confrontation last week. Listen to that ovation when LA Knight came out to the ring. Everybody here saying his name, saying yeah, when he comes to the ring as well. And his opponent, though, is one of the greatest of all time, the Viper, Randy Orton, making his way to the ring. Nick Aldis by his side. Randy Orton and Nick Aldis forming a bit of a team a few weeks ago. A team not formed by trust, not formed by friendship, but no, a team formed, as they put it, out of necessity. So, Randy Orton making his way to the ring. Nick Aldis and Randy Orton laid out the challenge to LA Knight last week. So, Randy Orton making his way to the ring. The Viper is here. The Viper and the Megastar. I believe this is the first time these two have ever had a one-on-one match specifically. So, let's do this. The Viper and the Megastar, one-on-one, here on the first Raw 2K25. Who's going to walk out of this with a win? Both men are former world champions. Both men have done just about everything in this company so far. Here we go. LA Knight turns him around. Randy Orton elbow strikes him. It's our fifth match of the night, and we're still not even close to being done this evening. We still got 3 more matches to come tonight, including our main event, which will have the WWE Champion in action. Big clothesline there from LA Knight. He grabs Orton. Orton with a kick into the head now, and Randy Orton with a right hook. Good shot. LA Knight now knocked back with a chop from Randy. Back and forth they're going here. Orton and Knight. Randy Orton uppercut to the Megastar, taking him down. Randy firing away with right hooks to LA Knight. Back up to his feet now. Randy Orton uppercuts him again. Down goes LA. He's got him back up again now, back to his feet, right hook connecting. LA Knight kicking to the face of Randy Orton. Turns him over with a kick now, and LA Knight's got him. LA Knight grabs a hold of Randy now, taking him down here. Randy being dropped by Knight. LA Knight knocking him down there, and now is LA Knight has Randy Orton. Oh! Hits him with the BFT! LA Knight! 1, 2! Nearly ends this one quickly. Randy Orton rolls out of the ring. Nick Aldis standing by his side, getting ready to regroup. There's a kick from LA Knight now. He's got Randy. Knight pushes it. Knight pushed back by Randy Orton. Randy comes over here to the announce table now. Randy Orton sweeping off the monitors as LA Knight gets caught. Randy Orton redirects him towards the steps into a power slam, taking him down. Grabs hold of him now, puts him against the table now, and Randy Orton, oh boy, 7 count. Back body drop onto the announce table. Randy Orton breaking the count. And Orton now gets caught. LA Knight counter, sending him back into the ring. Randy Orton now getting back up to his feet. LA Knight. He's got a hold of him now. He's got the Viper up. Randy Orton counters. Orton into a chop block. Down goes LA. And Randy Orton going around him with these stomps. That's vintage Orton. One more to the head for good measure now. Randy, no, kicked in the head by LA Knight. LA Knight with a jab now, and Randy Orton chops him back. Here we go again. Knight and Orton going back and forth. So they get the better of this one. Chop there, knocking him back. Another chop, counter for counter again. LA Knight, no, avoids the chop himself. Knocks back Orton again. Randy Orton. No, LA Knight's got him again. He's going to get the better of the other here. Randy Orton's caught. And LA Knight and Randy Orton, and here we go. Oh, it's a stalemate. LA Knight, whoa, went for the kick. Randy swung him around. RKO! 1, 2. LA Knight stayed in it. That was an awesome new animation. Randy's got him. LA Knight countering. LA Knight goes down to his knee. LA Knight now firing away at Randy, knocking him back here. Randy Orton knocked back now, and Randy Orton caught. LA Knight pops him up and dropping him in the center of the ring. Down goes the Viper. LA Knight, here we go. Into Megastar's elbow, nobody home. Randy with a second RKO. 1, 2, 3. Randy Orton with the win over LA Knight. Knight got that early BFT out, but Orton, a pair of RKOs, sealed the deal on that one. That first RKO, not quite enough. Knight went for the Megastar's elbow. He had him set up in perfect position, too. And Randy just popped up and caught him for the RKO. Massive win there for Randy Orton tonight. The Viper is your winner. He took a beating. He's a little bit banged up from that one. Some bruising on his face there. Nick Aldis looking on, though. This alliance is yielding dividends for both men. Randy Orton and Nick Aldis, I mean. Big win there for the Viper. Randy Orton with the win here tonight. Got more coming up on Raw up next. Thea, wait. Got a good mentor in Adam Pearce now. You didn't need me anymore, but I watched that gauntlet and I just wanted to say, proud of you, kid. go kick Rhea's ass this Sunday. Don't do it for the memory of Chase U. Do it because you're Thea Hale. And you're that fucking good. Got it? Now go watch Theory kick Kaiser's ass. I believe in you. All right, it's time for some more singles action. As here comes Austin Theory to the ring. This young man, he helped Roman Reigns win the War Games matchup against his cousins. And there is the unwanted little sister he never knew he needed, Thea Hale, by his side. These two young stars being mentored by Scrap Daddy himself. You can see him in the background a little bit. Adam Pearce, he's taken these two under his wing. He says he sees big things for both of them. And Austin Theory, his aid with Roman against the Forsaken, excuse me, the bad bloodline, if you will, at Survivor Series, earned Austin Theory a matchup at December to Dismember this weekend, where he will be taking on Gunther for the NWA Championship. And so tonight, he's going to be taking on Gunther's right-hand man. Austin Theory's made his way to the ring. Thea Hale and Adam Pearce by his side. Of course, Thea Hale, she was cast out on her own when Andre Chase a few months ago went through essentially a mental break after Frankie Kazarian had schooled Chase U at every turn. And Andre Chase decided, I have nothing left to give these guys, and he split up Chase U. Duke Hudson, unfortunately, let go by WWE in that time. No one's seen... Riley Osborne made an appearance on NXT since then, but no one's really seen him since otherwise. And Andre Chase himself, he just kind of looms backstage from time to time. But here he is, the right-hand man of Imperium. Gunther's #1 henchman, Ludwig Kaiser, who has really been breaking as a singles star this year in his own right. So, Ludwig making his way to the ring. Big matchup tonight for him. His first singles match on Raw in a very long time. He's a two-time World Tag Team Champion, one-time NXT Tag Team Champion. Singles gold has yet to find its way around Ludwig's waist, but something tells me that it could, would, and probably should end up happening sometime in the near future. It's just reckless speculation on my part, honestly. So Ludwig makes his way down to the ring. Will it be Austin Theory's last symphony tonight? As Ludwig, who has gotten some huge matches under his belt as of late, makes his way to the ring. So Kaiser is here. So here he is. Here we go. Whoa, Austin Theory takes out the legs here in Theory. No, Kaiser rolling back through now. Ludwig Kaiser firing away at him here. Theory started strong. And I thought, oh my god, I think Kaiser's busted him open. Ludwig Kaiser with the head scissor taken. Oh my god, yeah. Theory's been busted open. Ludwig Kaiser kicking him in the head now. He picks Austin back up to his feet. One of those rogue punches out of the gate there, getting out of that knee bar. Did some damage. Head scissor takedown again to Theory. Ludwig stomping him in the back of the head now, and Ludwig elbow drop to him now. Theory's got to fight from underneath now. Ludwig Kaiser now shoves him back, puts Theory in the ropes. Ludwig choking him in the ropes now is Kaiser. And he whips Theory off the ropes, taking him down. Ludwig Kaiser, he's just targeting that cut that he's opened on the face of Austin Theory. You can see Thea and Pearce are getting concerned. Ludwig Kaiser now. Uppercut to Austin Theory. He's not fighting back right now. He's being dominated in the early goings here by Ludwig. But then again, like I said, that rogue shot to the face cut him open. He has blood in his eyes. He might not be able to see right now. Ludwig Kaiser has taken full advantage of it as he takes him down, and Kaiser with a massive kick to Theory into the cover. Kaiser for the 1, 2, no! Austin Theory down now. Ludwig, no! Kicked in the head. And Theory now staggering back up to his feet. Austin Theory into a clothesline. Here we go. Now Theory's getting some fight under him. He's getting some fire. He jabs him now. Austin Theory clotheslines him. Knocks him back. Here we go. Austin. Massive neck breaker. And now Austin Theory. Now he's getting back in it. Theory. Here we go. Kicks him. Oh boy. Here we go. Hits him with the ataxia on Ludwig. 1, 2. Ludwig Kaiser is still in it. Countered there. Ludwig knocks him back now again. Ludwig Kaiser. Oh, Austin Theory got him with a nice stray right there. Kaiser forearm to the face again of Austin. Austin Theory now countered by Ludwig. Ludwig sends him off the ropes. Tilt-a-whirl takes him down. You can see Adam Pearce and Thea Hale both just cheering him on, saying, "Come on, Austin. Get up. Get up, Austin." Uppercut from Ludwig. Into a clothesline across the back. Knee into the back of the head. Again. Ludwig Kaiser. Elbow into the back of Austin Theory. Might have heard me mention Gunther being the NWA champion. We have a series of floating titles here in the LS11 universe. 4 championships that can go to any brand, no matter who the champion is. Pop-up spine buster from Ludwig. That being the NWA World title, the NWA Tag Team titles, the Trios Championships, and the LS11 Grand Championship. It's Kaiser with another pop-up spine buster. Austin Theory's still in it. He gets him back up to his feet now. Big uppercut there from... No! Overhand shot now in Theory. Blood still streaming down his face. Back and forth, he and Kaiser are going right now. Counter for counter, chop for chop. Kaiser chops him. Theory, no, Kaiser. Goes for a chop of his own. Austin Theory answering back. Ludwig. No, Theory answers back. Here we go, and now Theory and Kaiser trading strikes. Austin Theory knocks him back, and now Theory. What's he thinking here? Austin Theory to the top rope. He's going to look to fly. Austin. Double axe handle to Ludwig. Oh, wait a minute. Well, there's one of Ludwig's buddies. There's one of his Imperium buddies. There's Pete Dunne. One half of the WWE Tag Team Champions. Ludwig Kaiser now rolls him through. Cover. Kaiser. 1, 2. Near fall there. And Kaiser, wait a minute. He's telling Pete Dunne, don't you put that in the ring. Kaiser saying, hey, we don't do that. Kaiser and Dunne arguing for a moment. Austin Theory, though. That's bought Austin Theory time. A-Town down. 1, 2. Austin Theory wins. Austin Theory wins. Theory beats Ludwig tonight. The blood on his face tells the story. We got more coming up on Raw right now. Hey, E. What's up, Johnny? Looking for Roman and Heyman. You seen them? No, why? Look, I got that favor from them, and... Johnny, I'm the GM. I know what the favor was. And... they went above my head. It's been taken care of. So there's nothing I'm going to be able to do about it. So I'm good. I'm not going to say if you are or aren't. There's just nothing I can do about it. Perfect. It's not on you, Big E. It's really not. Don't blame yourself. What happens has to happen. All right, we've got some more singles action coming up next here on Raw. It's our second to last matchup of the night, as a battle between two former women's champions, two dominant former women's champions in that regard, as here comes Tiffany Stratton down to the ring. It is Tiffy time, as she says. So Tiffany Stratton tonight looking for some revenge on the woman who attacked her backstage last week, left her laying in the middle of the backstage area. This matchup hastily thrown together by Big E as a result of that, here for the premiere episode of 2K25 on Raw. Tiffany Stratton, former women's world champion, considered to be the longest reigning Divas champion of all time as well, as she brought the title out of retirement last year and held it all the way until she lost it just after Super Showdown a few months ago. But a storm is brewing and a storm is coming here on Monday Night Raw, as here comes Jade Cargill to the ring. Former WWE Women's Champion in her own right. Lost it at WrestleMania to Alba Fire earlier this year. She was one of the final members of the Six before that group disbanded at WrestleMania. She was their dominant women's champion of the group. Jade Cargill making her way down to the ring. So Cargill marches down. Cargill and Stratton, two young stars of the business, two women with huge futures ahead of them in the business. So Jade Cargill makes her way to the ring. Jade and Tiffany going one-on-one here tonight. Who will walk out of the premiere episode of Raw as the winner? We're about to find out. You gotta think, a potential women's title matchup could be on the horizon for whichever one does walk out of this with the win. Jade recently challenged Rhea at Clash at the Castle, Scotland for the gold. Tiffany Stratton lost the gold to Rhea at Super Showdown a few months ago. Has yet to get her rematch. Here we go. There's Jade Cargill now. Grabs onto her. No. Tiffany Stratton counters. Rolls her through. Stratton. Cover on Cargill. No, Jade Cargill kicks out. Jade's got a hold of her now, pulls her in. Jade lifts her up, and powerbomb, taking her down. And now Jade Cargill grabs her head first off the ring apron. Down she goes. Has a hold of her now, kicking to the back, taking her down again. Goes out of the ring now. Jade Cargill telling her to get back up to her feet here, and Jade launches herself, win for a springboard, and for a crossbody. Tiffany out of the way now. Tiffany Stratton into a bulldog, knocking her down. Stratton into standing moonsault, taking her down. Gets her back up to her feet now. Tiffany Stratton chopping away at her now. Knocking back Jade Cargill, and a massive slap knocks her back as well. Cargill grabs a hold of her now and grabs Tiffany. Throws her off the ropes. Jade Cargill clothesline, knocking her down again. Into the cover now, taking her down here. Cover, kick out from Tiffany Stratton. Jade now with a big chop to Stratton. Tiffany Stratton answers back. Cargill slaps her. Counter for counter, chop for chop here. Who's going to get the better of this one between these two women? Jade Cargill chops her again. Tiffany Stratton answers back. Stratton. No, Cargill. Counter for counter again. Tiffany goes for the right hook. This matchup has been brewing for a while, back when Tiffany was the women's champion. She had made the comment that she'd beaten everyone there was to beat except for Rhea. And then Jade Cargill walked in and more or less told her, yeah, everyone but me. Hits her with that massive pump kick. Jade's got her down. 1, 2. Kick out from Tiffany. Gets her back up to her feet now. Jade Cargill lifts her up. Cargill, no. Stratton rolls through, takes her down, cover, but a rope break. Great call there by the official. Saw the rope break, clear as day. Tiffany now gets her back up to her feet. Drop kick to Jade, taking her down. Jade Cargill rolling out of the ring. Tiffany Stratton dives out onto her. Stratton now picking her back up to her feet, and Tiffany Stratton throws her back into the ring. Stratton blowing a kiss at Jade Cargill. It's back into the ring now, and Tiffany does it again, but Jade back to her feet. Cargill, oh, I think she might have been looking for Jaded. Tiffany caught her now, rolls her through again, cover. For the 1, no, Jade counters it. Turns into a jackknife cover. Tiffany's down. 1, 2. Tiffany Stratton back to her feet now with Jade. Backslide, center of the ring. 1, no. Cargill, spear! Jade Cargill with a spear. Pulls Tiffany in, sends her off the ropes. Jade ducks her. Goes for the kick. Tiffany. Sidestep. Tiffany Stratton now pulled in. Jade Cargill. Right hook into the back now, taking her down. Throws her into the corner now, and now Tiffany Stratton. Uppercut from Jade, knocking her down. Tiffany's down. Jade's got her down, countered. Tiffany. Whoa, what was this? Look at this! What strength there from Stratton. Rolls through that Alabama slam. 1, 2. Kick out from Jade. Tiffany gets a hold of her, picking her back up to her feet now. Tiffany Stratton scooping her up now, and Stratton with Jade. Fall away slam, taking her down. Jade Cargill rolls out of the ring. Tiffany Stratton now. Might take the count out if she needs to. Jade now back into the ring. Jade Cargill, right hook. Tiffany counters. Tiffany Stratton now pulls her in. Stratton, spine buster to Cargill. Into the cover now. Jade for the 1, 2. Kick out from Cargill. Jade now getting picked back up. Tiffany Stratton picks her up. Right hook connects. Jade grabs her now, and Cargill with Stratton off the ropes, and big kick there, knocking her down again. Into the cover again, off the kick. Jade, 1, 2. Kick out again from Stratton. Jade rolls her over now, and Jade Cargill. What is she thinking here? Oh, she's got her. She's up. She's jaded. Cover. 1, 2. No! Tiffany kicks out of the jaded. Cargill went for a frog splash. Stratton out of the way. Tiffany Stratton now rolling her over now, and Tiffany telling her to stay down. Tiffany Stratton, well, she was thinking about it, I guess. Couldn't quite get to it. Rolls her through. Cover into the rope break, though. Tiffany Stratton now with Jade Cargill. Launches her across the ring now, and Stratton. Tiffany Stratton now, forearm strike, taking her down. Stratton hits her with that corkscrew out of the corner. Into a cover now on Jade. 2. No! Jade Cargill stays in it. Tiffany went for a kick. Jade countered. Jade pulls Tiffany in. German suplex! And Tiffany falls out of the ring. Jade goes up top. Cargill gets knocked out of the air by Stratton. Tiffany back into the ring now, and Tiffany gets absolutely blasted across the ring. Now Jade telling her to get back up. Jade Cargill went for the crossbody. Tiffany out of the way. Tiffany Stratton now rolls through into a second. Alabama slam to Cargill. Jade's down. Tiffany takes her down now, and Tiffany Stratton. Prettiest moonsault ever. 1, 2, 3. Tiffany Stratton getting the win over Jade Cargill tonight. A rare win over Jade Cargill for anybody in the LS11 universe. There's a reason Jade's a former champion. She's been dominant for so long, and Tiffany is now only the third person in WWE Universe to beat her in a one-on-one match, the others being Alba Fire and Rhea Ripley. A hell of a showdown between these two women tonight here on Raw. A hell of a showdown for these two tonight. In the end, Tiffany Stratton with the last laugh over Jade for tonight at least. She hit the prettiest moonsault ever, and it was all she wrote. Right there, flew through the air, took her down, took her out. Tiffany Stratton with the victory. We still have one more match to go. Our main event, Kevin Owens, Rey Mysterio. It's coming up next. Huge win for Tiffany tonight. Now it is almost main event time.
Finally, the man comes back to Monday Night Raw. When my other half calls and says he needs me to come back and help him beat some arse, happy to oblige. But now, here we are. The road to WrestleMania begins very soon. Let this be a lesson to everyone in the Raw Women's Division. Whether you're a rookie just starting out like Thea Hale, or you're on top of the division like a certain Aussie Nightmare, the man is back, and I'm coming for what is rightfully mine.
Alright, well, it is time for the main event of Monday Night Raw. As here comes the greatest luchador of all time, the master of the 619, Rey Mysterio, making his way down to the ring. Rey Mysterio making his way down to the ring. He gets a huge matchup here tonight in the main event of Raw against the WWE Champion. As we are now 6 days out from a huge WWE Championship matchup at Dismember, a no-holds-barred match at that. As Rey Mysterio making his way down to the ring. And here comes his opponent. Here comes the WWE Champion, the prize fighter, Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens marching down to the ring tonight. WWE title over his shoulder. He won that back at the night after SummerSlam when he cashed in his Money in the Bank contract on Roman Reigns, and with the help of the Forsaken of Jimmy Uso, Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, and Jacob Fatu, he beat Roman Reigns to a bloody pulp to become the WWE Champion. And so now tonight, the prize fighter KO making his way down to the ring. Owens and Mysterio, our main event. So Kevin Owens grabs him. Oh, forearm strike. He grabs Rey Mysterio now. He pulls him in. Owens taking him down now. Senton to Rey Mysterio, dropping him. Owens now getting him back up to his feet here. And Kevin Owens with Rey Mysterio. Bounces him off the turnbuckle, taking him down. Owens grabs the arm and stomps the arm of Rey, taking him down again. Owens slamming him down by the back of the head repeatedly. Down he goes. Owens picking him back up to his feet now. And Kevin Owens grabs onto him, throws him across the ring into the corner. Kevin Owens with a clothesline. Mysterio falls out of the ring, so Kevin Owens falls into the outside. Grabs hold of him now, and Owens punching him in the head repeatedly. Goes now, he picks Mysterio back up to his feet. Kevin Owens throws him to the barricade now, getting him back up to his feet again here. Back into the ring he goes now, goes Mysterio. Kevin Owens right behind him here, and Owens picking Mysterio back up to his feet. Kevin Owens, super kick, taking him down, picks him back up again now, and forearm strike. And Rey Mysterio, he's pretty much gotten nothing in on this one. It's been all Kevin Owens so far. As Owens now sends him in the corner. Whoa, and Rey Mysterio getting out of the way. And now Mysterio, here we go. Massive DDT to Kevin Owens. Rey Mysterio, springboard, went for the moonsault. Kevin Owens out of the way. Owens grabs him. He's up. He's down. Owens now getting him back up to his feet. And Kevin Owens. No, Rey Mysterio countering. Rey Mysterio. Head scissor takedown to Kevin Owens. He gets him back up to his feet now, and Rey Mysterio goes for him. Countered by KO. Owens knocks him down again, kicks him in the midsection. Rail connects. Owens. Whoa, he goes for the pop-up powerbomb. Mysterio finds another counter. Taking the ribs now, and Rey Mysterio bending back the arm of Kevin Owens. Coming off the ropes. Arm drag, taking him down. Owens now pulling himself into the corner here. Rey Mysterio. Puts him on the top rope now, and Rey Mysterio. No, Kevin Owens countering. Owens into a big clothesline. Follows it up with another one. Owens stomping out in there. Goes for another stomp. Mysterio out of the way and counters. Rey Mysterio now grabs a hold of him and takes him down. Owens goes down with that face buster. Rey Mysterio goes out of the ring now, and Mysterio coming in for, whoa, powerbomb! Folding him like an accordion. There's the pop-up powerbomb from Owens. Into a splash to Mysterio. Kevin Owens now getting him back up to his feet, and KO with Mysterio off the turnbuckle. Takes him down, kicks him in the back of the head. And again, down he goes. Kevin Owens now. Taking down Rey Mysterio again now, and Kevin Owens stomp to the midsection. Takes him down here. Owens now slamming Rey Mysterio down by the back of the head repeatedly. Mysterio goes down again now. Kevin Owens gets him back up to his feet here, and Owens with Mysterio again. Throws him across the ring, knocks him to the referee. Clothesline, taking him down. Into a senton. And now Owens picks Mysterio back up again. Kevin Owens. Oh, Rey Mysterio ducks him. Here we go. Rey Mysterio hits him with a Hurricane Rana into a cover. Owens reverses it though. Kevin Owens now rolls through, and Kevin Owens has Rey Mysterio. Wait a minute, Rey Mysterio Oh, and Kevin Owens just walks away. Oh, no! Oh, my God. Package pile driver! 1, 2, 3. And Kevin Owens pile drives Rey Mysterio. A package pile driver. Rey Mysterio dropped on his head. Kevin Owens makes short work of the Hall of Famer in the main event of Raw. Owens just pulverized him. Brutalized him even. Right there, package pile driver. Kevin Owens with the win. The WWE Champion with the win. Hang on a minute. Well, there's Kevin Owens' opponent for this weekend at December to Dismember. There's Tommaso Ciampa. Owens. Uh-oh. He was looking for the stunner. Ciampa. Looking for fairy tale ending. Owens dropping him. Owens and Ciampa getting into an all-out brawl here before their matchup this weekend over the WWE title. As Ciampa hits him with the knee strike. And Tommaso Ciampa sweeping off the announce table. And Ciampa turns around right into Kevin Owens. Owens and Ciampa, no love lost between these two tonight. Kevin Owens, Ciampa's got him. Ciampa, powerbomb to the champion on the floor. And Tommaso Ciampa with Owens up on the table. Ciampa with Kevin Owens up for fairy tale ending. Ciampa stands tall tonight. Will he be WWE Champion this Sunday? Until next time, I've been Xander, and that was Universe.
Special thanks to channel members Pierre Bornelis, Andrew Poole, Funtime Gmod, Dowie Viola, Sharkbait 410, Nate Dogg Sports Network, Nick Diaz Fan 123, and Zach Russian. Without your support, I couldn't do this. Become a member for extra content today.